welcome back to the Guy Party. This is Beautiful Brad.
This is Chester.
So we are in
final stretch.
Leading
up to Guy Party 3.
Yeah.
Guy Party Fest 3, yes.
So like in some calendars, Sunday starts the new week.
So it's
Guy Party Fest week.
It's Guy Party Fest week. That's true. That's true. We should eventually make it like the Brown County Fair or something like that. Just make it a whole week.
so you guys are going to hear this, but there's going to probably be pods coming out after the fact where we're talking about and we're getting ideas and shit. But it's Guy Party Fest week. Yeah, it's like Brown County fucking week.
Yeah. The kids get off school.
Yeah. But instead of getting off school, all the fucking parents like have built-in babysitters for this week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The parents get out of parenting.
Yeah, fuck the kids. Yeah.
The kids have like this 1 week of summer circled because they know like the parents aren't going to fucking do anything with them.
Yeah. So I'm going to grandma and grandpa's or aunt and uncle's that week.
We should have like if we just get like so much money, right? We should like the week of Guy Party Fest. We should also like offer like a free camp to like parents who have kids.
Yeah.
And those parents want to go to Guy Party Fest.
Hell yeah. Give them coupons.
Yeah. Like hire the camp and everything. And like they'll have like little lessons. Like, I'm sorry, your parents are alcoholics.
Yeah. Like
how to cope with it.
Al-Anon shit. Yeah. How to cope with your fucking alcoholic and drug abusing fucking parents or aunts and uncle or whatever.
Yeah. You know, amongst some fun things like canoeing.
Yeah. Archery.
Typical camp stuff.
They'll learn how to like build things,
and we'll teach them some Guy Party lessons in there too, like how to chug.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the
they'll
fucking
be chugging like Mountain Dew.
Parents are fucking javeling dildos and there's orgies and hot tuah contests and fucking so much nastiness and juices.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm hoping the hot tuah contest like just gets everybody in the mood.
Yeah,
and leads to our Guy Party orgy.
Yeah. Just a bunch of nasty, sweaty fucking... Because, I mean, after sitting around, running around... But, I mean, hopefully it's like a good chick-to-dude ratio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's going to be a guy party.
Oh, it's totally going to be a guy party.
Well, I'll just be, like, in the middle of the orgy, and we'll look up, and, like, the only girls in the room are, like, standing 5 feet away just watching us.
Yeah. And it's, like, people's wives, and their mouths are all dropped. Like, what the fuck?
Like, guys, all the girls left the orgy.
Yeah, I love like
we never got in there to begin with.
Father Rice's girls like expressions when we were at the festival about like some of the shit he'd say. She'd just be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Welcome to Guy Party."
All right, so do you want to just run down what we're doing?
Yeah. So Boozeheads, we're gonna do a rundown. Chester's got all the events pulled up. Chester's pretty much the mastermind behind it all.
Thanks.
I mean,
I don't think that's true, but
I mean, we all work together. Like Father Rice is fucking came up with shit. I'm more of the promoter, organizer. So let's hear.
I'm like the party planner.
Yeah,
the event coordinator.
You're the event coordinator. Yeah, I'm the promoter.
All right. So starting off. By the way, we're starting it off at 2. But we encourage people to come earlier.
Don't mean to cut you off, but just like give the time slots at the event and give a little synopsis of it.
Let's do it. All right, so it's first event, Dildo Javelin and Dildo Field Goal. Those are 2 events, but they're pretty much hand in hand, so we're doing them right back to back.
If you're at Guy Party Fest 2, you already know what those entail. But
for those who weren't, Dildo Javelin is it's javelin. Replace the what do you even call that you
like a spear.
Is it called a javelin?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, instead of the javelin,
we never did track and field. We did real sports.
I know, right? Oh yeah, what is that? Kenny Powers?
Yeah, Kenny Powers.
I'm not trying to be the best at exercising out here. I play real sports.
Yeah.
Guy's talking about a triathlon. So Dildo Javelin, we have an 18-inch double-headed dildo, right?
Yep, 18-inch.
18-incher. Yep. You hold it in the middle and take a couple steps, chuck it.
Yep.
And we're all going to take turns, and whoever chucks it the furthest And we might revise some of the rules last year because I think some people like got it far, but it was like way off to the right or way off to the left. Like maybe we'll have to have like inbounds kind of thing.
And I feel like I think a few people didn't like javelin it; they took it and kind of wung it, like a boomerang or
right.
So, but they have to javelin it, where they have to pull it back behind their head and throw it like a baseball.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. And then Dildo Field Goal, we have a little blow-up field goal set up, and I think we're using not the 18-inch on that, right?
One of like the
use bigger,
like
thicker ones.
Like 7-inch or 8-inch.
Yeah. Those are the best ones for field goals. We have tried them.
I think Tommy Gilpin was the winner last year.
He was.
Yeah, and with the field goal, we start at a distance, and then after elimination, whoever advances, we pull the field goal back a little bit.
Correct.
Yeah.
Until we have one winner.
Yeah, until we have one winner.
Exactly. It's an elimination contest. Yeah, we start at like 20 yards and then move it back 10 yards, move it back 10 yards.
Yeah, usually we have a holder. They place their finger on the tip.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, we're not putting it like, or maybe we should put the tip into the ground and have like the balls at the top.
You think so? Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to fucking try it out.
We'll play it around.
Yeah.
We'll play around with it. But yeah, and by the way, with every one of these contests, there's a winner, or in some case, winners when we have like a team competition.
Yeah.
And anybody who wins gets a prize.
Yeah.
And
believe me.
Believe. Allegedly. The prizes. I just came back from Michigan yesterday with a number of the prizes. You can imagine what those are.
Thanks for making that trip.
Not a problem. That's going to be a lot of it. We're going to have some beer. Last year we had a pack of toilet paper because, we figured that would attract a Gilpin.
Yeah.
And it did.
Yeah. And he didn't even win it. Somebody else got it.
Yep. So we'll do that. We'll probably do that again. And then just some other fun little things. I think I got some like boner pills or something like that on the cheap.
So are we doing like pick the prize basket?
Yep.
Okay. So like
we got a bunch of prizes out. They're going to be taped up so you can't see what's inside them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a white elephant thing. When you win, you pick, but well, not in the white elephant sense that you get to swap. Whatever you pick is what you get.
Yeah.
But it is a surprise. It is a mystery.
But if any of the gens want to trade on the side, that's fine. But it's not white
that's
elephant
none of my
style.
business.
Yeah, it's none of my business. Yeah. You do whatever you want to do.
What you do with your prize is absolutely none of my business.
You want to boof some shit? That's cool too.
Yeah, and at the end of the night, we might even,
at the orgy.
And one of the things I forgot to mention, it includes a prize if you find one. The Keister Egg Hunt.
Oh, yeah. So, what's on...
Okay, so next up on our events list, but just know that there are prizes there, and if you were there last year, you know what we had. We have more of that this year, so there's a lot of opportunity to get high.
Yeah. So hopefully you like fucking weed.
Right. And, next up is our beer chug relay race. This is one we wanted to do last year, and I think we just kind of got away from us.
Yeah. It was hot as fuck, too.
What's that?
It was hot as fuck, too.
It was hot as fuck, too. You're right about that. So on this one, the idea is I think we're going to do teams of 3.
Yeah, I like that.
And set up like a typical relay.
Yeah.
Except that the baton is a dildo, naturally.
Naturally. Believe me.
When it's passed off, like when the race begins, the first person in the relay has to chug a beer and then run their dildo to the next person who has to chug a beer and then run the dildo to the next person who chugs a beer and then runs to the finish line. And did we say that we're going to just time it?
Timing, yeah. We're not going to have everyone do it.
Because we don't know how to really measure it to where it's fair.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, on a track, like, if you're on the outside, it's less... It's more like it takes more, time to get around or something like that.
Yeah, we're just going to time it. I feel like there's not going to be a whole hell of a lot of people that are going to do it because of the chugging.
And it's early.
It's early, and there's a lot of people are probably going to show up later.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll just do teams of 3, 2 times.
Yeah, and we'll play that by ear, too. If we have a lot of participation, we might make it teams of 4. Or even 5, who cares? We have like 30 people there. I'm not saying we would, but let's just say there was 30 people there that wanted to do it. I'm not going to do 10 teams of 3. That would take too long.
I mean, I have no doubt we'll hit 30 people, but I don't know at that time slot. When is the relay?
slotted for, I mean, times are flexible here, but slotted for 3:15.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to always be on time, but we have to also try to as much as we can, because there is a lot of events again, and we only got so much daylight, and we just kind of have to make them fit as best we can.
So that's the beer chug relay race. So, yeah, but the idea is chug a beer, pass on the dildo, and get it across the finish line in the fastest amount of time. The next event is the Tampon Tug of War.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, so the idea is a tug of war, a typical tug of war, but in the middle is some cotton wrapped around the rope to signify that it's a tampon.
Yeah.
And then the teams are going to just, like, typical tug of war. Do I need to explain tug of war?
No, not really.
Okay. But the idea is, like, whoever's cotton gets into there's going to be a little baby pool full of, like, fake blood.
Yeah.
Like food colored red, and whoever's tampon gets bloodied first loses.
Or is it, because I don't know if we've discussed it with the cotton and whatnot, but we'll figure that out this week. But
that's how I imagined it.
I mean, I like that, but that means we need to get more cotton. I was thinking more as whoever's team gets pulled in the pool first, like standard tug of war. But I like which tampon gets bloodied first.
Right, because that also keeps people's clothes clean.
Yeah.
And honestly, people might be a little hesitant to participate in something that gets their clothes dirty, especially that early in the day.
We're going to have to fine-tune that one a little bit when we meet again. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll play around with that one, but the idea is that it's tug of war, it's tampons, it's period blood.
Yeah, yep. Tampon tug of war. Just good old-fashioned tug of war.
Absolutely.
With a guy party twist.
With a guy party twist. Okay, so that's that. Then the next up is dodgeball, which we're doing a little bit of a hooday twist on this one, and playing it that you have an offensive line and you have one person on your team. So this is ideally teams of 6, and one person on your team is designated as your Joe Burrow, and your objective is to protect Burrow.
Do we have anything that the Burrow can wear?
I should try to find something.
Do you have a Burrow jersey?
Amber does.
I have a Burrow black shirt, but it's going to be a dress on most normal-sized human beings.
Yeah.
I mean, I could bring it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll bring it just in case.
Okay, yeah, that would be smart, though, or a vest or something like that.
Just something. I mean, you're going to know your Burrow if there's a pocket.
Father Rice has himself a few construction vests.
Yeah, Father Rice probably does.
Yeah. So, I mean, so that way, like, you know who is the Burrow, you know who your target is.
Which, I mean, you should kind of know, but just somebody to stand out a little bit.
Right. And the objective is that you want to protect your Burrow. Like, the rest of the team can get hit, and you can still go on, but if your Burrow gets hit, you're fucked. So, a team could potentially, like, eliminate the other 5 players on the opposing team, and all that's left is the Burrow of that team, and that dude can hit the other Burrow, and that team would win. The objective is get the quarterback.
This is the thing I was thinking about too. So we're using the pool as the backdrop to kind of contain the balls.
Yep.
But an opposing team would have open field. Do we want to have like 6 people throwing dodgeballs and then they rotate to have their Burrow just for the backdrop?
Maybe we just have to get out there and kind of feel it around.
Yeah.
Because I see what you're saying, like, but I think there's got to be boundaries even for the team that isn't facing the pool. That doesn't have their backs to the pool.
Yeah, because it makes it a little.
We need boundaries.
Yeah,
we need boundaries.
Regardless,
we could get some cones or some string or something to signify.
Yeah,
the boundaries.
For motherfucker, the Burrow's not running 50 yards back, whereas the other one's contained.
Right. And let's make a safety rule, like, if your Burrow steps out of the back of the end zone.
Oh, we're gonna make a pocket.
Yeah,
he has to stay in the fucking pocket.
Yeah. But you know that rule about if you're a quarterback, like I think Dan Orlovsky did it, like if your quarterback like takes a few steps back and then accidentally steps out of the end zone, and like while he's in the end zone, his own end zone, it's a safety.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So like not just like setting boundaries, but enforcing them.
Yeah, maybe we can just get some spray paint and make a little field. Like, you got the end zone, you got the pocket.
If Luke's okay with us spray painting his yard,
which
it'll go away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, the grass grows, you cut it.
Right.
But we'll talk to him Thursday.
Okay. I like if we can spray paint it. I think that would make a lot of sense.
It would, because then we have end zones on each side.
Right.
And there's the pocket, and then we'll keep it like 20 yards apart.
Right.
So there's a lot of action. But another thing, there will be, if your lineman gets hit and they chug a beer, they're allowed to come back in and block.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's how we're adding the guy party element to it.
Right.
But
that's the guy party element, and the Burrow part is the Houday element.
And
Burrow and Houday is guy party. So
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out.
I think
it's a fun twist on dodgeball.
I think it should be good, especially if we spray paint like a field.
Yeah.
And then, I think it'll work out pretty fucking good. It would be nice to have backstops for we're not, like, walking 50 yards off the thing, because then that frees up a lineman. But I guess they could wait for the balls to all be thrown.
And did we say that, like, typical dodgeball rules apply where, like, if you catch the ball, the other person is out?
I'm down with that. Let's incorporate it now.
Including if it's the quarterback. So if your Burrow throws a ball and it's intercepted, then
it's game over.
It's game over.
I think, like, with Burrow being the main one, let's give him, like, 3. He can only throw 3 interceptions.
Okay. Because, honestly, if Burrow had thrown 3 picks in a game,
we're probably losing.
Pull his ass.
Yeah.
Put Browning in.
Because we gotta give him 1, because there's going to be a motherfucker catching it. Mm-hmm. So, like, let's give him 3. Because when the Burrow's fucking done, it's game over.
Exactly.
So let's give him 3.
All right, fair enough.
Or maybe if he throws an interception,
he has to come over and chug a beer.
Or he has to stay in the pocket and chug a beer, and his interception goes away, and he can only get 2.
Okay.
So if he can't chug the beer before he throws a second pick, so maybe because it's like Mario, like you get a level up, you get back, and then you get that fucking extra mushroom, and like you're just constantly like one up, but you're going down. Just something to maybe keep the beers a-flowing.
I'm thinking, like, what if we, like, somebody on your bench, right? Like, somebody who's out, like, if your quarterback throws an interception, they have to, from the sideline, chug your quarterback a beer.
I like it.
Like, throw it.
Yeah.
And, like, the person has to catch it and then chug it, and then they're still in or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Just make a little more madness to it, Yeah, just shit's flying everywhere. There's beer.
Oh, and here's the one thing, like, we're going to have refs.
Yeah.
We're going to have somebody who's willing to step in and be a ref.
Yeah.
Because it's going to get crazy, and somebody's going to be like, oh, I caught that, he's out, and like, I didn't see that. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe hopefully we'll all be good sports about it.
I mean, I hope so. Like,
last year it seemed like everyone was fine.
Yeah.
But dodgeball is a different element, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes you channel your anger into dodgeball.
Yeah. You see some motherfuckers you really want to drill.
Yeah.
See Tommy Gibbon with his big fucking nose. You want to send it back to Jerusalem?
See, like, if we ever, like, bring a certain person back into the fold.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, everyone would just be like, all right. They'll just have, like, a fucking...
His own line will, turn against him.
Yeah, then they'll just be protecting the other burrows. Like, destroy. Everyone pulls eggs out of their pocket.
Fucking water balloons filled with piss.
Yeah. Launch, and then Luke's got like this catapult full of feces. And then he looks like that little black boy crossing the road.
You could only see the whites of his eyes.
But it's just all fucking feces.
Alright, so I think, dodgeball is one of those that I think we're going to work out the kinks.
Yeah.
Maybe when we go over there and do like a little rehearsal.
We'll talk to him Thursday. I think we should probably do a walkthrough Friday.
I agree. And I feel like dodgeball, like the way we're playing it, could be a disaster. Or I think it could be a staple and people could have fun with it and we can end up doing it every year.
I think it could definitely be a staple. The only thing I'm thinking of is... just if we're out in that field and there's no backstops and people are leaving to get balls and back and forth.
There's got to be some organization to it.
Like we'll see how it goes. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's 6 p.m. So we targeted it for that time slot because this is one of the events I think we want people to participate in. We want there to be a good number of people there for it. And then after that, it's find Kelsey's Super Bowl ring. Yeah. So we're going to have a pool full of chili, of Skyline chili. Yeah. For those who are participating, don't eat it. I don't think it's going to be actual Skyline chili.
No, so I'm getting like a frozen tub, and then it's just going to be like watered down chili.
Yeah. Maybe some dirt or beef. Do we say beef broth or something like that mixed in?
We were talking about that. I don't know. I know maybe Boozeheads want a more clear answer, but if anything, there's going to be some Skyline chili in there. It's not going to be a whole tub of Skyline chili because we are in Biden's economy and we can't really afford all that chili.
Oh, you know what I thought of just the other day, and I wish I would have thought of it months ago when we first started talking about this event. I eat chili all the time, including making it at home. And a lot of times I'll end up making too much and have leftover that I don't even touch. Yeah. Like it'll sit there in my fridge for days and I just pour it down the drain. I'm like, man, if I just saved that every time. Yeah. Every time I saved that, I bet I could come up with like a big fucking bucket of it.
Probably. Same here.
And yeah, and if we all saved, like all agreed to save our scraps of Skyline chili.
Yeah, like it would be cool to have a tub full of it.
Here's an idea that could even work this week. One of us goes and gets a job at Skyline Chili as a busboy.
Everyone's extra chili. Yeah. Just storing it in a garbage bag. It's in your trunk and it's all leaking out.
Exactly.
Trunk will never smell the same. Half of it's in the fucking... We need a shop vac to clean the trunk out just to dump it in the pool.
You get one of those like plastic totes they sell at Walmart for like $10.
Yeah.
Dump it in there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You don't realize though when you fill one of those with liquid, it weighs like 150 pounds.
Dude, for real.
So it just spills everywhere.
Yeah. Pick it up and just dump it all over yourself as we're getting to the party. Like, now I'm covered in Skyline chili.
So the objective here with this is...
We got a Super Bowl ring.
Okay, so the whole inspiration for this was because of the actual event that happened where Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey were in Cincinnati. Yeah. Something with UC, right?
Their podcast. And they're Bearcats dudes. So,
right. And also they brought like Joe Burrow on and talked to him and stuff like that. And it was cool. But the funnest part was that... Oh, and they got, I think, like, honorary degrees or something like that.
Probably the biggest dudes that came out of Cincy. I mean, Kenyon Martin was pretty big, but I don't think he did much in the pro. Well, other than Oscar Robertson.
The only one I can think of that... Because I can see both of them, both the Kelseys, making the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Well, Travis for sure.
Yeah. Travis for sure, but even Jason, I think,
he's got a solid case.
Yeah. But the other one that I think could be on that same path from UC is Sauce Gardner.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's like the best corner in the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so this event was inspired by Jason Kelsey getting drunk and losing his Super Bowl ring in a tub of chili, like a pool of chili, which is like the most guy party thing like that I could never think of.
I know, it's so hard. Like, I don't have any disdain for Jason Kelsey.
No, Jason rules.
And the only reason I have disdain for Travis
is obviously because of the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Right.
But, I mean, they seem like guy party dudes.
Oh, they're totally guy party dudes.
Yeah, so...
And you could tell because, like, anytime, like, something is posted about them, people call them classless.
Yeah. It's like, whatever, motherfucker. They like to have fun. Right. They're dudes. Young dudes having fun.
Right.
Not like we're young anymore, but whatever.
Well, yeah, who cares?
We're
still dudes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so the idea is that Kelsey has lost his ring in the pool of chili. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a pool of chili, and it's going to be up to people to get their hands dirty.
Yep.
Get their hands dirty and find that ring. And I will tell you that Kelsey's Super Bowl ring will not be the only ring in that pool.
Nope.
You might think you have it, and then pull out something entirely different.
But we'll leave that for the surprise.
That's right.
Yep. All right, on to the next. And I think after that, I
think it's escape room.
Escape room, yeah.
Yep, escape room after that. So we'll see how this one plays out. But I think the gist is you have to find a baby and get it out of the womb.
Oh,
you have to successfully abort the baby.
Abort a baby in the quickest time.
Right.
So not necessarily escape room. It's more a timed event.
Next up is the Guy Party Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
which is going to be something where we are. It's a vote.
Yeah.
And you're working on that, right?
Yeah, I'm going to get the board together. It's Dan the Man, Amber, Isaac, Whack Hammerson, and neighbor Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay, well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll do the Guy Party Hall of Fame. My beautiful wife, Amber, who is nominated, is working on the jacket that very well end up on her shoulders. So keep that in mind, Boozeheads. She works hard for us.
She does. She's Guy Party as fuck. Thank you, Amber,
absolutely,
for fucking helping us out with this shit.
Absolutely. And, yeah, so we're going to do that. Oh, and Amber actually came up with an idea, which I thought was nice, to encourage people to vote. After the Guy Party Hall of Fame ceremony, we're going to take the names of anybody who voted, and you'll write, like, on your ticket, like, you'll write who you're voting for and your name.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to take all the people who voted and draw a name, and that person will win a prize.
I like that. Hell yeah. That's a good idea.
Encourage people to vote.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And then, if you are still around at that point, which we anticipate being somewhere in the neighborhood of 10.
Yeah, hopefully.
Then you can help us participate in the first ever Guy Party game show. So the Guy Party game show is going to consist of like 5 or 6 separate events, but is going to be played as a team. There will be certainly some team events, some team games in there. However, there are also going to be some individual contributor games where, somebody's going to have to pick whichever member of their team is either the soberest or most competent in that particular game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go through the games on the game show, or?
Yeah, do a quick rundown.
Okay. So, first off, we're going to pick teams. So, we have a few other team events, and we'll see how it goes, but for, like, the Tug of War and Dodgeball, like, those team, and the Relay, I'm cool with letting people pick, their own team, unless it just gets stupid, in which case we can go to some other system. But for the game show, we're thinking we're going to draw names. So we're going to have whoever's interested put their name in a hat. That way we know how many people are going to be playing and how many teams we're going to have. We're going to have colored headbands, so that way you know which team you're on. You'll be on like blue team, red team, yellow team.
Hell yeah.
They're like the little basketball sweatbands.
Yeah.
And those are yours to keep, Boozeheads, if you participate. And yeah, so we're going to draw names, so it's not like, high school where, you're told to pair up with somebody. I always hated that in high school, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do that for you. And then we're going to have 6 games. So we're going to start with trivia, and this is exactly what it sounds like. It's trivia, but it's Guy Party themed questions.
Fuck yeah.
Use your imagination there. We do have buzzers for teams to buzz in.
Really?
Yes,
nice.
we do.
Fuck yeah.
The idea is anywhere from like 20 to 25 questions. And then when we get done answering our questions, or going through our questions, whichever team has the most correct is going to win. And we'll keep track of that in some way. We'll see how that one goes. But yeah, so we'll do that. And if there's any kind of a tiebreaker, we'll figure out some kind of a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Now, with this team competition, whichever team wins, like the trivia, whichever team has the most correct answers at the end of the trivia, they win that event. So the point of the game show is that your team has the most game wins, at the end.
Yeah.
And we also have a tiebreaker should there be some ties there. Our second game is a memory game. So if you remember, the memory game in Mario 3? Where, like, it was, like, the special, like, mushroom house thing or something. Or it's, like, some kind of a thing where, like, you flipped over a card and there was, like, a mushroom or a flower. And you had to match them. And then you got that prize. You got a mushroom and it went into your little tool belt. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's going to be like that, sort of. And you're going to have about, I think we said 18 cards laid out. Each card, when you turn it over, is going to feature a picture of a woman breastfeeding.
Oh, yeah.
And there's only 9 different women, so there's 2 exact images of the same woman breastfeeding, the same picture of her too. And so the goal there is to flip a card over and be okay, this is the Asian girl nursing, and then flip another card over okay, this is some blonde with twins on each tit. And then you're going to keep doing that until you get matches, and then you're going to keep doing that until you've gotten all the matches, and you're going to be timed.
Yeah, just a memory match game, yeah.
Memory match game, and whoever gets through it the fastest. This is one where you're going to have to pick the person you feel like is either the most sober or the most competent.
So only 2 people are going at it?
Just one person from each team, and it's a timed thing.
All right, yeah. All right, so what's the next one?
Next one is a shot contest. So this, but I'm going to do this with beer. I did say I was going to do it with hard liquor.
Yeah, at that point in the night, it's got to be with beer.
I'm going to do it with beer. So you're going to have some shot glasses laid out in front of you on a table, and there's going to be approximately 30 of them.
Which we could do all beer.
And it's going to be all beer.
Yeah, if it's just beer, yeah.
Yep, all beer. They're 2-ounce shot glasses, so that's going to be 60 ounces of beer.
Yeah.
Which you figure if you have a team of 5 is
five beers.
Right,
that's
5
doable,
beers, that's a beer apiece.
Yeah. Because at that point in the night, whiskey is just bad news.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not. Yeah, I thought about that originally, but I've decided to go all beer.
Yeah. If it was a rain out and we did it earlier, it would be okay to do whiskey, but
right.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't going to be all whiskey.
Oh, bourbon, and different
things, including some things that were going to be non-alcoholic, but
yeah.
But still, no, I'm good with doing it this way.
Yeah.
And the shot glasses will be set up in a way that it spells out Guy Party.
I like that, yeah.
Yep. And then the idea there is however many teams we have will go at the same time, and it'll be just whoever finishes at the fastest.
Yeah.
All right, next one is what's in the box. So this is going to be something where we have a box set up with some holes to put your hands into, and there's going to be an object inside the box. You won't be able to see it, but the audience will, and your goal will be to guess what's in the box.
Mm-hmm.
I know we have about 20 of them. I think the idea is that we're going to have one for each person, each player. So if there's 5 teams of 5, then fine, we're going to have 25 items. And if we have to come up with some last minute ones, we will.
Yeah.
But I think we'll be all right there. And the idea is that you're feeling the item and just based purely on feel, just trying to figure out what the item is. If you're correct, your team gets a point. If not, you don't, and whichever team has the most points wins, and we might have another, tie breaker for that as well. And the next game is Dildo Flip Cup. So this is where we're doing typical Flip Cup, where you have a cup, filled with maybe a couple ounces of beer, or something like that, or maybe half a beer, or something like that. And the idea is that, you and your teammates stand opposite another team and their teammates. You chug, you put the cup on the table with the edge of the cup kind of sticking off.
Mm-hmm.
With typical Flip Cup, you take your finger and you try to flip it so it lands on the opposite end. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Who hasn't played Flip Cup? But the idea here is it's a Guy Party twist, and instead of your finger flipping the cup, you're going to take a dildo and you're going to flip the cup with the dildo.
Yeah, right on.
And this is just a race. Whichever team flips them all,
Yeah.
that's that. And depending on how many teams we have, we might do that one tourney style.
Do you realize, we're pushing into the wee hours now?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be sloppy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many motherfuckers are still going to be around, but hey.
Yeah, it's going to be
sloppy. I like
sloppy.
the enthusiasm.
It's going to be sloppy. And our last game as part of the game show is our Haktua game.
Yeah.
Inspired by the meme of the girl talking about spitting on a dick, because that's what... It wasn't she asked, what's something that, I don't know, appease your man or get a guy or something
I've never
that.
Seen the video.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's all you just got to take that thing and you just got to go on it.
I mean, I've heard about it, yeah.
So the idea here is that we're going to take one of our dildos, we're going to put it in a cup which has measuring lines on it. Each team is going to participate at the same time. We're going to start, and a timer, you'll have about a minute, and everybody on your team is going to spit into that cup, onto that dick.
Yeah.
And it's a measuring cup, so at the end of the event, we'll be able to see who has the most Hawk-Tua.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, and then there's just one more thing. That's the last event in the game show. So after 6 events, we're going to see who has the most. If there's a tie, then we're going to go to a 7th event, which we don't even have planned. It's going to be like totally free form, but it's Guy Party Spelling Bee.
Oh, I think that should have been fucking from the rip, but I think we should incorporate that every year and just do it earlier. But after that, like whoever's left.
After that, then we're gonna go into the evening, like Guy Party Fest 3 awards.
The evening, dude. This is gonna be like nobody's gonna be there.
No. I mean, like at the end of this is when we're going to award our MVPs of the day. So we're going to award our most valuable drunk at that point, and also we have a breathalyzer. So we can see who is legally the most drunk, and we're going to award that person as well.
So yeah, this year the MVD is going to win it by you're staying the latest, and you're actually going to earn the fucker. Which I mean,
absolutely.
Our last year's MVD, she showed up, she puked, and we're building a case this year. You're going to stay through it all and actually make it happen.
Shut up.
Yeah, but yeah, then you're going to fucking win the award. Yeah, that's what. Leia thinks of you, Stephen Dale.
Yeah, she's like, oh, Stephen Dale's here. It's time to take a poop.
All right, Boozeheads. But on that note...
So that's Guy Party Fest.
Yeah.
I think it should be fun.
Hope to see y'all there.
We'll do a post-Guy Party Fest pod, so you know what kind of debauchery happens if you don't have a chance to make it. I'm sorry for all the sniffing.
Find a babysitter.
Find a babysitter. Get the fuck out. You're gonna have a chance at some cool prizes that would cost you a good amount of money here in the state of Ohio.
Yeah, so I hope to see you guys there. If not, we'll try to post pictures.
Yep. We love you all anyways.
Yeah.
And, Guy Party forever.
Keep Guy partying. And until the next episode, Guy Party!